I remember that night like a scene etched in glass. Crisp, cold, and clear. The kind of winter evening where the air slices through your jacket, but your breath feels alive, electric. My week had been long, the kind of exhausting that doesn't show up on your face, but lives in your bones. So when my friend invited me over to his place, it felt like the perfect excuse to recharge. He had this warm, cozy home tucked in a quiet cul-de-sac, a place that always felt like an escape from everything outside. But that night, there was something new, something different. A sauna, he said casually when I arrived, dropping the word like it was nothing. We just got it installed. You should try it. It's amazing after a long day. I raised a brow, genuinely curious. I'd never been in a sauna before. He grinned. My mom knows how to use it, she can show you. I have to run out for a bit. Quick errand for my dad. And just like that, I was left standing there, nodding like it was no big deal. As I walked down the hallway toward the back of the house, that's when I met her, Isabella, his mom. She greeted me with a soft smile, the kind that somehow feels both kind and unreadable. You heading to the sauna? She asked, her voice low and calm. Yeah. First time? I replied, awkwardly. Without hesitation, she offered to show me how it worked. I followed her through the house, listening as she explained how to set the heat, when to step out, and the importance of hydration. But it wasn't what she said, it was how she said it. Her voice was gentle, soothing, almost hypnotic. And there was something in her eyes, not flirtatious, but focused. Curious. Almost searching. You'll be fine, she said with a faint smile. Just relax and let it do its thing. Then, just as she turned to leave, she added, oh, and you'll want to take off your layers. Otherwise, the heat won't really do its job. There was nothing strange about the suggestion, but still it lingered in the air longer than it should have. I stepped into the sauna, alone, unsure. The heat hit me instantly, thick, pressing, but somehow comforting. I leaned back, closed my eyes, tried to let go. Minutes passed. Then the door creaked open. It was Isabella. Everything okay? She asked, peeking in. I nodded, surprised to see her. She stepped inside. Mind if I sit for a bit? She asked. I didn't say anything, just moved slightly to make space. She sat down next to me. Not touching, but close enough that I could feel her presence. And just like that, we started talking. Not about anything deep at first, small talk mostly. But there was a current under the surface, an invisible pull neither of us acknowledged. Then came the moment. She reached out, gently placing her hand on my forearm. You seem tense, she said. Let yourself relax. Her touch was soft, but it sent a quiet storm through me. I didn't know what to say. I didn't even know what I was feeling, but I knew that something had shifted. The air felt thicker than steam. She stood up a few moments later, adjusted the towel around her body, and glanced down at me. Her expression was unreadable. It's nice in here, isn't it? She said quietly. Then she left. I sat there, stunned, not because of what she did, but because of what I felt. It wasn't attraction exactly. It was something more complicated than that. Something layered, something real. When I stepped out, the cold air hit me like reality. But I wasn't the same. I dried off, changed, and wandered back toward the kitchen. She was there, sipping tea like nothing had happened. She looked up. Feeling better? I nodded. But we both knew the answer had layers. Your friend should be back soon, she added, quickly, almost too quickly. I sat across from her at the table. The silence between us wasn't uncomfortable, it was charged, loaded. Then she spoke again. I hope I didn't make you uncomfortable earlier. My heart jumped. Was she asking or testing? No. Not at all, I replied. Too fast. She looked at me again, and there it was, that flicker. That strange, vulnerable curiosity in her eyes. Good, she said softly. I don't usually talk to people like that. I've been feeling off lately. I didn't know what to say. So I just listened. You grow up, she continued, get married, raise a kid, run a house, and somewhere in all that you stop being seen. Not as a mom or a wife, but as you. Her words hit something in me I didn't even know was there. The way she said it, it wasn't seductive. It was honest.
Sad. Brave.
Before I could reply, the front door opened. Her son was home. Isabella stood quickly, brushing invisible crumbs from her jeans. "I'll leave you guys to hang out," she said, already walking away. But just before she turned the corner, she glanced back one last time. "It was nice talking to you." Then she was gone. That night, I couldn't sleep. Not because of what happened, but because of what almost did. And deep down, I knew this story wasn't over.